Well, Abdulaziz Billo sat down with Fadumo Dayib to find out what her presidency would look like. He began by asking her about her chances of being elected.
Well, although we speak about Somalia being a male-dominated society, actually a lot of female politicians globally, wherever they are facing the same challenges. It's a global challenge. Take Hillary, for example. She's not running in Somalia, and she's facing massive challenges compared to me or the other female candidates. There's actually a couple of them in addition to myself. So I think this is a global phenomenon that needs to be tackled. Sure, it's a patriarchal society, like so many other societies, but I think despite that, Somalia is ready for a new change in leadership, one that could also be a female leadership, a youthful one, an educated one that is also, ushers in hope and a new way of doing things in Somalia. So had we had democratic elections this year, I think my chances would have been really, really high. But nonetheless, I still think that I stand a good chance, despite all the challenges.
The main threat facing the current government and the previous administrations is the militant group Al-Shabaab. How will you be able to handle the militant group Al-Shabaab?
I am of the opinion that the biggest threat that is facing Somalia is corruption. It's incompetency and not really Al-Shabaab. I believe dialogue to be the way forward. I believe peace and reconciliation to be the cornerstones, the foundation to a prosperous, peaceful Somalia. Unless we do that, we will never, ever attain peace. And so dialogue is very important. We are very prone, we are very quick to resort to violence. And that has been happening for the past more than 26 years. It is time we move away from this. A dialogue is the way forward. That is why I am reaching out to Al-Shabaab to invite them to the peace table, provided they meet 3 conditions. They stop killing Somalis, they disarm, and they renounce their affiliation with international terrorism. If they do that, they are welcome. Mind you, Al-Shabaab has made it very clear that the war they are waging is not a religious one. They stated recently they want power. There are many other groups inside the country who all want power, and they should come to the peace table. We will only have power and peace through dialogue. And that is why my approach to Al-Shabaab is very different. We will not win a war against ideology using military means. We must win it using ideology. As long as socioeconomic disparities are not addressed, Al-Shabaab will continue to recruit because they know the drivers to the conflict. And so we must have dialogue with them, and we must also be addressing the socioeconomic disparities so that the two can actually meet sometime in the future.